Good afternoon, Year 10. Hope you are all well. Let's start off today's maths lesson with a quick starter. Please pause the video for 10 to 15 minutes and have a go at these questions for me in your light blue books or on a mini whiteboard, whatever you have to hand. There's some numeracy questions for questions 1 to 10 and then some algebra questions, questions 11 to 15. So pause the video for 10 minutes and have a go at as many of these questions as you can now. Okay, let's look at some answers. So for the first one, if you've done a column addition, you'll have got 6,673. A column subtraction would give you 80. 4 to the power 3 means 4 times 4 times 4. If I do 4 times 4, that gives me 16. And then if I times that by 4 again, that's going to give me a total of 64. 124 times 5 gives me 620. Question 5 was using your bid maths. You needed to do the bracket first. 4 plus 3 gives you 7. 7 squared gives you 49. And 49 plus 4 gives you 53. 10% of 15 can be found by dividing 15 by 10. And that will give you 1.5. 1.2 times 5, you need to do 12 times 5 and then divide that by 10. And that's going to give you 6. The square root of 100 is 10 because 10 times 10 gives you 100. Multiplying fractions is the nice one. We just multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. That's going to give us 8 over 15. And 9 subtract 0.79 will give us 8.21. If you did my algebra questions, I was looking for a squared plus 2a. Solving that equation, you add 3 to both sides. That gives you 2x is equal to 12. You then divide both sides by 2, and that gives you x is equal to 6. Expanding that bracket will give you 3x subtract 3. If you then simplify that, you want to divide c squared by c, and that's going to give you 6c. And if x is equal to 5, 2x squared is going to be equal to 50. If you did my extension question, I asked you what is my number. My number was 21. Well done if you got that right. So last lesson we started looking at the mean, and we said the mean was the average. To find the mean of a set of numbers, we need to add up all the values to give us the total, and then divide our total by the number of values that we have. For example, if I had the shoe sizes of 6 people, and they had shoe sizes 6, 2, 8, 5, 8 and 7, I would start by finding the total of those numbers. Well, 6 plus 2 gives me 8, 8 plus 8 gives me 16, 16 plus 5 gives me 21, 21 plus 8 gives me 29, and 29 plus 7 gives me 36. So that's my total. I then need to divide that by the number of values I have, which is 6. So my mean is going to be 6. My average is 6. I'll go through an example and then there's one for you to do in your dark blue book. So if you didn't last lesson, write me the title mean in your dark blue neat books. You are more than welcome to pause the video and write down mean, find the total of all the data values, then divide by how many data values they are. These are your notes, so make sure it's neat and clear. I'll go through an example and then there's one for you to do. Now I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 and 11. So to find the mean, I'm going to start by adding these numbers together. 2 plus 4 gives me 6. 6 plus 6 gives me 12, 12 plus 7 gives me 19, and 19 plus 11 is going to give me 30. So that was my step 1. I added up the total of all my values. Now I need to divide by the number of values I have. 30 divided by 5, well 5 times 6 gives me 30, so 30 divided by 5 is 6. Over to you guys in your dark blue books. Please pause the video for 1 minute and work out the mean of these values. Rightio, let's go through the answer. 2 plus 4 gives me 6, 6 plus 5 gives me 11, 11 plus 6 will give me 17, 17 plus 13 is going to give me 30, and 30 plus 20 gives me 50. So my total of all these values is 6. 6 plus 5 gives me 11, 11 plus 6 gives me 17, 17 plus 13 will give me 30, and 30 plus 20 gives me 50. I now need to divide by the number of values I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values. So I do 50 divided by 6. Now this isn't going to go exact, but I can still do the division as we practiced last lesson. 6's into 5, well there aren't any 6's in 5, so that's 0. Remainder 5. We then say how many 6's are there in 50? Well 6 8s are 48, so that's going to be 8, and we're remainder 2. 6's into 20 is going to give me 3, remainder 2, and that's going to carry on and carry on and carry on. So my mean of these values is 8.3 recurring. So it's not always going to give you a whole number. On your mini whiteboards, guys, what's the mean of these numbers? Pause the video for a minute and work it out. Okay, let's go through it. Well, 7 plus 6 plus 5 gives me 18. I then want to divide by the number of values I have. 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. So my mean is 6. How about now? Pause the video for a minute or two and work out the mean of these values. Okay, I tried to trick you. I added some zeros, but we still add them together. 0 plus 0 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 0 gives us 18. We want to divide by the number of values there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values. So I'm going to divide by 6. 18 divided by 6 gives me 3. So my mean of these values is 3. Over to you guys. Please pause the video for 10 to 15 minutes and have a go at finding the mean of these values for me. Remember, you want to find the total and then divide by the number of data values there are. And these are the answers. Please check your work and see how you did. Right, let's talk about a different average. Let's talk about the mode. Now, you're all going to be between the ages of 14 and 15. And I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say, Rowan, I think you're 14. Izzy, I'm going to say you're 14. Charlotte, I think you're 15. Lilia, 15. Owen, I'm going to go 14. Ryan, I'm going to go 15. Dylan, yeah, 14. Jess, 15. Hannah, 15. Tyler, I'm going to go 14. Tyrese, I reckon you're 14. Ruben, I reckon you're 15. Josh, I reckon you're 15. Sophie, yeah, I'm going to go 15. Lewis, I'm going to go 14. Nathan, I'm going to go 14. And Chrissy, I'm going to go for 15. I might have got those right, I might have got them wrong, but I had a guess. And we're going to try and find the mode. Now the mode is another average, and it's actually the most common number. So if I look at all your ages, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots of 14-year-olds. And 15-year-olds, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lots of 15-year-olds. So there are more 15-year-olds than there are 14-year-olds. 15 is the most common age, so the modal age is 15. In your dark blue books, can you write me the title mode? And underneath, can you write mode is the most common data value? Then I'll go through an example and then there'll be one for you to do. Right, here's my example. I've got a list of data values. I've got 2, 3, 6, 4, 2, 7, 12, 2 and 3. Now the most common data value, there are 3 2's, so 2 is the mode, it's the most common data value. Over to you guys, in your dark blue books, here's your list of data values. What's the modal data value of these for me? Pause the video for a minute and work it out. Okay, let's go through it. So there are 1, 2, 3 lots of 3. So 3 is one of the modes, but there are also 3 lots of 5. So there are actually 2 modes for this group of data points. There's 3 and there's 5. On your mini whiteboards, what's the mode of this data group? I've got 1, 1, 1 and 1. Pause the video for a minute and work it out. Okay, the correct answer is B. They're all 1s, so 1's got to be the modal group. It's clearly the most common number. How about now? Pause the video and work this one out for me. Okay, this time I've got 2 1s and 2 7s, so 1 and 7 are the mode. So the correct answer was A. Okay guys, pause the video for about 5-10 minutes and have a go at these questions for me in your light blue books. The red star ones, I want you to find the mode, and the green star, I want you to find the mean. Pause the video and complete those questions now, please. And answers are up on the board. Please check your work and see how you did. Okay guys, if you're feeling like a challenge, please pause the video for 5 minutes and have a go at finding the mean of these sets of questions in your light blue books. If you're feeling confident, have a go at finding the mean of these for me. And these are the answers. Well done if you got those right. Those were really tricky. And finally, can you please head over to Google Classroom and submit today's exit ticket for the lesson. Thank you very much for listening, Year 10, and have a splendid day. Off you go. Goodbye.